Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. So I'm back in New World again, and as you saw, I actually revised them. Triple checked and quadruple checked, and figures weren't 100% where they were. Some of them were slightly off. I was getting 24s and 12s and 18% variance from my original, which means that things weren't 100% when I started changing up variables in the situations. So, yeah, experiments aren't so easy to conduct. And then I tricked some people into conducting my experiment, and my experiment showed a 180% increase in PvP standing in a group, which made no sense. And it still doesn't make sense to me because that is impossible. That is too large and it's too noticeable. You'd notice it in an instant. And I just don't get what was going on there, because those figures are likely actually server disconnect, and it's not going to be an oh, that actually flagged up here. That is like crazy to even imagine flagging. But anyway, yeah, so all of that has been put aside. I'm waiting for other people to chip in. You can have good internet, bad internet. These figures just pop up all over the place. And PvP, the figures don't even work, right? Because you have so many things that are added, and people can't really kill each other in the game for one reason or the other. Just the way that it seems to go. So yeah, don't even bother with trying a duel one-on-one. Duels one-on-one don't show anything. Your weapon damage, you can read it and you can see what you're doing to a person, and the figures just they just fizzle out so quickly. It makes no sense. Yeah, it's about the maximum that I can explain about that for now. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a little bit ahead, up through that gap into the mini settlement, and that should be where all of this starts, I think. So yeah, if I keep going right now, I'm gonna have a Lazarus and Genesis key in about a week. I can make a ton of cash off it. I'm not even joking. And I can replace that key almost instantly the next day if I wanted to, because I have the resources to make another 2 keys. I just need to have about 4k for the main pieces that are expensive for it. And my stone cutting is really weak at the moment, so I'm not even bothering with it until I have 200 stone cutting. And that way I can have ruin stones that are practically free. Oh, not the right settlement, it's the one below. Okay. So yeah, that was just the basics that I've been looking at for all of these things, and gaming has been difficult when it comes to New World. And people are prepping for these mutations, thinking they're going to improve the game. You know what? They're going to be fun for a bit. They're going to give you a little bit to chase after, but in no way do I see them being break the game, help you get to your max, assisting you in any way. I see them as just time killers put in place to slow down your one for the next chapter in the game. That's all they are. They just stay filler. They like filling to a pie. They aren't really important. They're just there so that you have something instead of having absolutely nothing. I know that's a very bleak way to describe things, but yeah. Okay, so first things first, that got off my mind, and let's have a look at what happened. Still got some on that, so yeah, there's still some to collect. And it goes. Chose to fight the wrong person. I'm a little bit too strong for that guy. Unfortunately for him. Okay, right. This seems to be the last open cabin with an easy entrance. Should have the last chest here. Vial of Azoth can always do with a little bit more of that. To be honest, I've been struggling with the Azoth vials at the moment. Okay, let's get this and bravo. I just think I knocked off 2 more missions. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I am actually training up my Morningdale. Let's see. Morningdale is just below Windsward. Windsward and Brightwood are accidental. It's because I used to farm a lot in this area and I used to farm a lot in Brightwood that they are almost level 30. Morningdale is where I intend to have my house. That's because I said it was strategic. I'll just show you the house strategic plan. So from this point I can get to Restless Shore in a single jump. And you look at this, this is a single jump to Weaver's Wen. It's also a single jump to Eden Grove. My inn will be set at Shattered Mountain. That gives me a single jump to any of these 3. Once again, removing that whole costing effectiveness for the craziness of the situation. Then I will go to Everfall, and Everfall borders Monarch's Bluff, Windsward, Ebonscale, Reekwater. It also borders Weaver's Wen and Brightwood. That gives me just about everything to jump to, and I still have 1 more house left, and that would be Cutlass Keys. And I just realized I needed to get out of here quickly. So yeah, that's my crazy plan for getting everything up to high level for me, so that I don't have to stick around and fight too much to get my Azoth up every time, because I burn through Azoth like a crazy person. I think in a regular day about 2,000 to 3,000 Azoth because of loading up my character and jumping from place to place. Obviously I'm gonna need to improve my storage all around, and that is going to take its own time. It's definitely going to be expensive to get all the storage I need, get all of the mats that I want for higher end gear, complete my crafting, get my trophy set, all of those things. That's going to be a massive long-term fight. And obviously the corruption trophy is in the middle of that valley where the corruption portals generally spawn, and there aren't enough people who farm that area. So if you want to get that, you can go down that way and try and get it without having to knock on too much of a cost, but that's hopeful at the very best, and that's just being honest. I was hopeful. I was hoping to get the beetle instead of having to have to purchase a beetle. Now I know where I am. I know I just have to jump down and move this way. I'll get exactly what I want. A lot of people are doing the free crafts for people right now because they figured that they can use it to get blueprints, and some of the blueprints are way more expensive than the crafts you're actually making. I actually just finished this off earlier, so are you kidding me? What are you doing? I just had the worst game of OPR. I cleared out the entire section of Angry Earth, and every time I clear them out, this guy comes through and he'll pick up any vial that's in front of me. He'll literally stay out of the fight, he'll keep himself out so he doesn't have to take any damage, and the moment an enemy dies, he'll just run in and take everything from me, kind of leaving me with the problem of just an instant loss at that point. And it was getting a bit frustrating. So I'm staying out of OPR4, but it will give me my third piece of gypsum for the day. Not my last piece of ruby gypsum that I need for the day, and that will help me level up. Um, what was it that it was going to help me level up? I'm totally forgetting. Are you kidding me? Oh, perfect. Just what I wanted to grab. This here finishes off. Oh, somebody else just jumped in. Yeah, I heard them jumping. And that's how you get all the ironwood. Now, I don't hit up these chests anymore because it isn't really the best, to be honest, right? I understand why they're looking for cooks with the full trophy set. It's to reduce the cost that it takes for you to cook up meals, and you know it can have a massive effect on you as a player. So yeah, you can end up making a lot of money that way. Companies are set up to actually help those types of things happen. Unfortunately, the game kind of got in the way of that. Kind of. Okay, it definitely did. I'm trying to be nice, but there is no being nice with this game. I just don't see a way to compliment Amazon. Now most of this is just a random ramble. This is just a catch up, and to be honest, I have been playing other games. Right. There's Apex Legends, Halo Infinite. I haven't yet started it. I'm a bit on edge to start it because it's a bit of a heavy grind itself. Warframe gives me migraines every time I play it, so I've been struggling to keep up a schedule for that game. And then on top of that, there's everything else that I want to do. Just don't have the time for it. Oh yeah, I also started playing League of Legends. That is a fun game to play, I will not deny. The amount of strategy required and the amount of logic you have to apply to the game is just beyond me. I did try to start off with a jungler feed in that, but that isn't going to work for me. So I'll just be doing 1 or 2 LOL videos, maybe 1 or 2 streams up on YouTube for LOL, and see how that goes. And maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad. I have no idea. Well, I hope that it plays out one way or the other. Well, actually, these 2 missions are about where I'm ending. Oh no, I'm finishing it off with this Ramstead hunt. Ramsteg hunt. Ramshed stag hunt. You have no idea how many hours I've spent trying to catch these rams. That's because most of the time I end up making a mistake of not crouching, and I forget to place myself correctly, or I forget to actually sneak up on them, and that just ends the entire idea. Alright. Oh no, wrong place. Wrong place altogether. Let me have a look up and if I'm in the right place or the wrong place. Yeah, I'm on the wrong side. I have to be on this side of the mountain. That's where everything really is, so I just have to cut across, placing myself carefully, because you can find the ram on this side if you are lucky. But that also means I have to be slow and have a look at what's in front. Oh. Lo and behold. The stag is nearby, but it is being guarded by a doe. So I'm gonna kill her very, very quickly. If she spooks, he'll run. Got it. Woo! There is a fast finisher on this one. So yeah, that's going to be about what you're going to see here. My infinite arc, not infinite arc, my ultimate arc. Well, there is another whole can of worms. I've kind of been ignoring it a little bit, and yeah, that is not a good thing to do, especially considering how much of time that's going to take. Well, yeah, I'm going to have to get to it as soon as I can, and hopefully things don't fall apart on me. You know, schedules and things like that, they aren't easy to keep no matter how hard you try. Keeping to a schedule, even with these simple games, isn't really the simplest thing in the world to do. They can be so complex. People don't understand this here, but when you try to keep to a schedule for gaming, especially with a game that's RNG, such as New World, and has haphazard happenstances, and you're relying on other people and correspondence from other locations, that level of trust you have and that level of contingency is like zero, even -0. I actually spooked the second ram. That's kind of a big mistake. Somebody else is gonna have a tough time catching it. It's gonna run all over the place, make this entire thing a mess. Oh, piece of gold. Don't mind getting another nugget or two added. Whew. Okay. So I did explain that there were some difficulties involved in getting things done here. Jumping into the dungeons right now. I have a key. I can make 3 or 4 more keys at the very max. The reason I can say 3 or 4 is I know I can get together all of the modes needed to make the energy orb that's needed. That's going to be used to build my Genesis core. Then my Genesis core is going to make Genesis orbs. I can make my Lazarus orb. Unfortunately, the big catch on that is my faction rank, and I need faction rank 5 in order to do the Lazarus core. I think it might be the same for this, which would be a total disaster. But yeah, that's just the thing. I kind of sacrificed all that possibility for the sake of keeping with the company that I'm with, and you know, it's not paying out very well, should I say. A lot of people don't understand this idea that everything is quantitative when it comes to your gaming experience, and you can always view it the same way you would in real life. Does it consume too much of time? Is it too inconsistent? Is there any consistency? You get the questions that you normally ask a person when they're making those types of decisions. I'd honestly say that this has been a very, very bad choice. New World takes up way too much time. If I'm gonna play daily just to up my level, I think about 6 to 8 hours a day is required. That's no joke. That is a crazy amount of time. Leveling and gathering are just phenomenally difficult. They aren't simple tasks. They aren't as simple as it has been exaggerated to be. And I'm saying an exaggeration of simplicity instead of an exaggeration of difficulty, because that's exactly how it plays as far as I can tell. In terms of high-end crafting and all of that, I can actually just show that to you straight away. You can see that my constitution sits full out 300 flush. Achievements, 45% of the game completed. Trade skills, okay, this is a disaster, right? You can see that I have woodworking, leatherworking, that group, right? Weaving, stone cutting, they reaching their points, they close enough. You look on the other side, there's 1, 2, 3 that are maxed. 1 and 2 are still far away. This is 62. I need 38 levels for a mission. I need I need 6 levels to be able to pick up wire fiber, which is so important for my um, weaving. I've been trading my weaving materials currently, which is super expensive and a massive waste of time. Obviously, if I get everything in place, level up a lot. Had to kill that guy who was in my way. Lazarus or Genesis spots willing to buy. Ah. That little bit of jitteriness is lag spikes. They're not that pronounced, but they are there and they do irritate quite a bit. I kind of allowed my internet power to go down a lot just so that I had more stable, lower power connections. And that is because I have something that stabilizes it at a lower level and can increase its power to a higher level, even though it is stable. But at the higher level, I just can't play the game efficiently. Just doesn't work out for me. I know it sounds kind of counterproductive. How can a strong signal not work? And how can a weak signal work? Well, I don't know myself. I have to figure that out, and I'm still so lost about it that I don't have an answer really to what's been going on with my game. Talking a lot of random stuff right now because this is an unscripted episode. There isn't even a plot to this episode on my channel. That just tells you how hard it has been in this past week, and all of the missions and everything that I've completed have been done with the highest level of difficulty for me because there's no plot, there's no sequence. Doing things has been not so fun. There hasn't been anything interesting to show except for the PvP glitch, which could be a massive glitch, and if it is, I doubt they would actually do anything against it, considering that they've done so much to help PvP over the past few months. It's literally like somebody is on life support and you just keep adding more systems to try and keep them around instead of just pulling the plug on them. Yes, at long last. Now you might be wondering what in the world is going on here. I'll just cancel. That is a very bad one to do. Profit is so low on it. Now yeah, let me just sort out my area standing. Obviously I pulled out a ton of stops on this place. My storage does need increasing big time. I'm not gonna waste time on that. Trade taxation fees go straight to storage. I do have a lot of reductions here, as you can see if you look at it. Property tax is one of my major reductions. Gathering is increased. Storage, XP, house ownership, standing gain. Those are all the things that I have improved for this region. It's quite simple. If you keep improving your storage, your not just storage, sorry, your territory gain, you can actually improve all of the perks that come with it over time, a lot easier than you would any other way, and that makes a massive difference to the entire game strategy that you're going to end up deploying in the end. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of all of these. All my modes stay up here because this is also where all of this stays. Yeah, you can see this is, oh no, that doesn't, that goes with me wherever I deem it needs to go. I've organized my stuff haphazardly, just to be honest. A lot of it is in different places where it shouldn't be. As you can see this here, I have so many lodestones. I just don't have regular stones. I'll gain regular stones sometime, and then I'll craft a ton of these. As you can see, the crafting isn't really the hard part. If you look at that, that tells you there's something up with me. One of my territories is just going to be a storage for stones at the end of the day. And what did I mean by I could get into Genesis 1 or 2 times? I'll show you now. Just a matter of a couple thousand gold. Okay, where is it? Alright, Genesis core. As you can see, Molten Ruin. I'm actually short on Molten Ruin. I'm shocked at that. 3 Eternal Hearts, and this year will be done. Obviously, that is not something difficult. I'm shocked that I'm short on Molten Cores. I thought I had everything. I need to make one of these. So I need Soul Quintessence and I need Death Quintessence. 10-10, it's not that heavy. Then the Lazarus Core has 1 Undying Heart, and as you can see, I can make 2 of these effortlessly. I have the Elemental Hearts already crafted. The Genesis, as you can see, I have enough of the Corrupted Ruin Stones. If I buy... Wait, let me just go buy 4. The Molten Ruins are generally so cheap that they don't make a difference. I'll just check if I'm 100% correct on that. Plus I have so much of Ironwood to sell. That's me being a little bit sarcastic. Let's just have a look at it. I know that this isn't the way that things are supposed to go for these type of videos, but yeah, as you can see, it's totally cheap. 20 for 4 of them. The cost doesn't even add to that much. It's a joke. Let's see, what else did I need to do? Oh, I needed to sell some Ironwood. And I don't even have to... Oh wait, I'm far past it. I'm not even gonna place it on the market. I'll just go with the sale. I already know that it's about a 3 difference in price. That will mean maybe about 15 cents gain against the 3 cents in the 3 whole units in cost, which will kill me out anyway, so I'd rather go that route. But yeah, let's go back to that. Let's just have a quick look at it. I'll show you what I mean by the rest of it. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing a lot there. Yeah, so Elemental Hearts I needed. Undying Heart, there's all of that. And then the worst part of all of this is let's see, I don't have Osmodium Chisels and I don't have Ruin Stones. So this is expensive and this is super expensive. That is the bulk majority of my cost. You saw how cheap the other items were. If these 2 are added to my complete cost, they will cost me way more than everything else. Let's see the Lazarus. As you can see, I have enough. I could actually make a ton more of those in an instant if I really wanted to. My level, 30 levels to go. Just so close. All I need is more of these. As you can see, they've grown in number. I'm gonna need some help with the stone, likely. I'll need about 20k stone. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, 20k stone should get me to the number of void bricks that I need, and then I can build up an arsenal of whatever I need. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I know this has been a crazy long silly video, but yeah, you just got a little bit of info from me and a quick update on what's going on. So see you all in the next